Good morning. Good morning. 7:43 in Chicago. It is December 1st. All right, so we go into the last month of the year. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now, we came off of a little bit of a volatile month on November, but we had a nice week fighting back. All right, so that's we had that. We got that going for us, right? Pulled that week up. Look at that 2-2 back up on that week, all right? See what the month looks like. It's hammered back up, all right? So hammered back up a little bit, little bit too much maybe for the week, all right? Coming back up. We'll pull this one up on the daily. I don't know how my time frames got all mixed up. All right, and then here's a 5 minute coming on the overnight here as we see. Let's take a look a little bit bigger picture here at the overnight. All right, so we made this move to the upside here. We got up to 680. All right, but we closed at 683.39, so we still didn't get anywhere near yesterday's, the previous day's highs. All right, so coming back up here, trying to fight back a little bit here right now on the SPY, coming back to 679. We were lower. We were all the way down to 677 on the overnight. So I think that was our low right there, 677.70. All right, so SPY getting a little bit better there as we start to get closer to the opening. So there is your SPY. We are inside day. We are taking day down, folks. All right, six on SPY, looking to take the day down. QQQ same way. QQQ here lows Friday. We're 615.42 on only a half a day. 60. All right, so 615.42, 613 and change. To break that down, 615. We got that, baby. Day downer on your diamonds, and I'm sorry, on your Qs. And I'll give you some numbers. I'll put some numbers out on Twitter too. All right, so QQQ, and then you got diamonds. Kind of a mixed baggage is there. Nice week again. All right, and had really got the month really nice, hammered back up again. But now you're going to come back inside. You're handily inside this month, okay? So don't get a little nervous here. We still got a pretty decent month that got formed here. 475.17. All right, so we're hanging in there pretty good. Where we at right now? 475, right? So 475.05. We're going to be inside there on the month. All right, and there was your 2-2-2-2, 4 straight days up. All right, so we're going to bring a little bit of that back inside. Diamond's a little stronger out of the bunch. All right, and out of that, I'll come right out of it. I think energy's better here. Energy XLE had a nice day on Friday. Again, only a half day. But there's your month stuck in the middle, and there's your hammer up on your week. All right, so we'll be looking to take that up at 90.86. We are 90.55.65, looking for energy to take a 2-2 back up. All right, so XLE is better. XLB is better. Not the whole group, but the metals. Okay, don't meddle with the metal. All right, so week, there you go on XLB, very strong on the week, and there's your month. Doesn't show much on the overnight here, trading at 89.09 right now, 89.19. So doesn't really tell us too much, but strength in the metals, okay? It continues. Silver, gold, crude's a little lower. All right, and we'll see what happens from there. All right, so that's your materials. What else? What other groups do I think are pretty decent here? I think the banks are a little bit better here. XLF, nice hammer on the month. Nice week, all right. So we had a crappy month with a happy ending, and then here we are coming in on the new month, and we're a little bit salty this morning. All right, so inside here on your XLF 5307, it's not. It looks like it's going to be near yesterday's lows. All right, so keep an eye on the XLF. I think this one was moving up pretty good. All right, but for right now, we're under pressure with the futures across the board. All right, trying to look at things that might get out. Healthcare fell apart a little bit on the XLV here on the last day, right? The 222 back down, so it kind of stalled out a little bit. So wait to see if we can get that back inside. Right now, 157.02, so slightly lower here, and 157.02 is going to take day down. So we're looking for another 2 down here on the day. We'll see if the health cares can turn it around. All right, that group's been pretty good. And then our discretionaries have been pretty good, and our retails have been pretty decent. You got that month up on the hammer now on the discretionaries on the XLY coming back up. Again, finished with the strong week and looking to take the week down. So interesting, right? So we'll see if anything starts to come from that. All right, 222 back up. We're 234.96. You're down about $2 or so. All right, so 235. You're still going to be inside day on your discretionaries, and retail's the same way. All right, retail's got a really nice hammer on that month if it can get back into force. All right, but for now we have stalled out with the 2-1 inside and 84.04. I don't know what it's trading here. 84.80 right now. All right, so hanging in there still pretty good right now on your retail. All right, so retail pretty good. Discretionary is pretty good. Real estate maybe. They kind of fell off a little bit too. With the move to the downside, and then obviously the move back up. 91.60, hard to tell what's going on with this thing. 91.10 right now, so 91.10 is going to be inside day. All right, so I'm just thinking real estate might get a little bit better. Discretionaries could get a little bit better. Who's under pressure this morning? Of course, you got the AIs coming back down. So Avgo is lower this morning, closed at 402, trading at 397 now. So that's given up about about $5 and change. All right, NVIDIA's got just partnered up with somebody else. NVIDIA's just going to keep selling chunks off. All right, coming back up here, 175 right now off the lows. They did get pounded down here to 173.27, but on the overnight, starting to rise back up here as we get a little bit closer to the opening. All right, so there's your NVIDIA. There's your Avgo. We showed you that one. I'm not going to go through all of them. Amazon was having troubles. I think anywhere down 229 or 229 or lower, you want to be interested in Amazon. All right, unless things turn around and things start getting nastier. All right, so yeah, my Lululemon, I sold some, I kept some, should have sold it all, but this is where we are. All right, got that. I love the month, man. All right, we're going to look to take this 2-2 month up now. All right, but we have kind of fallen back in here a little bit. There was our day, and we're looking to stay where we are right now at 182.20. We're breaking day down. All right, so Lululemon, we'll look for this thing to see if it can turn around and get back and going again. All right, another one is at Roblox. It's a little bit lower this morning. It's got this coming off the month here. All right, so we're going to get a new month inside now. We finished with a strong week, and we had a nice couple of days there. And now we're coming back inside a little bit. All right, so we'll see if Roblox can get it back together again and see if they can keep going that way. All right, so I'm going to keep it real simple today. The futures are lower again. We had a shaky November. We had a really strong finish, And now we're taking some of those profits from last week. Question is, how much for the profits are we going to take of those? So we're going to keep an eye on those. Chipotle Mexican Grill coming back down a little bit. Abercrombie and Fitch has been a really, really good one, man. All right, ANF, looking for that to pull back a little bit. Look at that with that 222 days. Look at that week. Forget about it, man. All right, you're going to be inside there. And you're probably going to be trapped inside there for a while, all right? So we'll see what happens. Right now I can say I think the diamonds are better. I think energy could be a recipient of that. I think healthcare could be a recipient of that. Metals, they just don't stop, okay? You got to protect yourself on the metals because they've run so much, all right? Watching the futures right now. So the NASDAQ, right, we got up to 25,000. What was my number here? So we got like all the way back up to 25,534. 534. Now we have backed off considerably from there. Okay, so that's our range right now. On our range coming back down, I'm going to say 25,002, and right now we're at 25,243. If we start to break below maybe 200, we might start going back into those 190s, and we'll see if that can happen. Again, we'll see what today brings. And S&P 500, 6850 was the number. I'm still at 6870 to the upside, which is higher. And then coming back down again, we're back down at that. Hold on a second here. I got my number. I'm going to say that we're going to have to come back to like 6820. 6820 to the downside. All right, so this is it we got. We don't have too much. All right, we'll see what the day brings here, and then I will definitely check in during the day, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we'll see how things shake out. All right, be good.